So Fatima, I think let's just dive right into the heart of it. When did you first discover that you could speak with animals? And is this something you were able to do even as a child?
So this was definitely not something I could do since I was a child. This was something I only dreamed about. I never actually thought this was possible.
Right.
But I have always known that I've had a very different connection with animals, but I thought everyone had that, But my journey started in this manner. One day I was working in equine therapy and I was in charge of an 18-year-old boy who was severely autistic.
Mm-hmm.
And we went out into the desert for a hike, and suddenly he was absolutely desperate to get off his horse. And seeing how he couldn't communicate and let me know what he wanted, he proceeded to hit the horse multiple times in order to get him to halt. And I was so worried for the boy's safety in the event that his horse would, rear up and throw him off to the ground. And my mind and heart kept wishing the horse would remain calm. And I was repeating in my head, telling the horse, please be calm, please be calm. And somehow that sent out a telepathic note to the horse, letting him know how I felt. And that's when I heard the horse replying back, saying, don't worry, I won't rear up.
Right.
I know this child's energy is unstable, and so I whipped my head around in disbelief, wondering if I actually heard this and if anyone else had heard it as well. And I realized no one seemed to be looking at anything different. No one seemed to be thinking about anything, and everyone else were acting normal. And so I childishly asked the horse, do you promise? And he said, I promise, I won't move a muscle. And I'd heard him again. And he didn't twitch even once the entire time until we returned back to the stable safe. And that is the moment that changed my life forever. The boy was brought down by his trainer, and the horse was taken back to the stable, and I watched him leave. And a few steps later, the horse turned his head to look back at me and said, you see, I kept my word. And I started laughing. I was so happy that this actually happened. And that's how my journey into communication started. I knew right there and then that this is what I wanted to do my entire life. This was my purpose and this was my goal. And I could use this to then help animals and give them a much needed voice. And my stable manager wasn't very pleased with me because now instead of helping, I kept chatting away to all the animals trying to develop the skill. And I always missed my classes, always. But